All right. When we last left off, you guys had... Let's see, it's been a while. You guys had gone to the ruins of Set Gamor. You had... Where are my notes? There they
There
are.
was a party that we almost...
Yes.
Yeah, we turned someone into a pig, and they ran inside, and that's where we were chasing them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting through everything. You were invited to a party. It was an ambush. Lots of people were injured. Sebastian was killed again, but reincarnated, this time as a hill dwarf.
Yes.
Poor boy.
And you guys were chasing Arbiter Kiln into his mansion. And that is where we left off.
Yeah, and Arbiter comes a pig right now, right?
He is a pig. Well, he disappeared. You don't know where he went, but you were looking for a pig.
Yes.
I mean, he should be a pig for like another hour.
Yeah.
All right, so you're at the front steps of his house. The guards have entered and are slowly getting people. They're evacuating them from the premises. What would you like to do?
Oh, and don't forget that Sebastian also ran to the museum to get help.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're going after that pig.
Yeah. You piggy. All right, let's do this. Let's kick the door down. Blow up the house.
We're not gonna blow up the house.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's light the house on fire.
Well, we can do that later. But first, we gotta find the guy.
Yeah. And then we'll kill him. We'll turn him into bacon.
Well, if we kill him, he'll just turn back into a human.
Oh, true.
All right, so you enter his
Then-
house.
Yeah.
As you enter, it is lit. The guests weren't invited inside. You are all confined to the courtyard. But it is lit by candlelight. And as you enter, it's a big foyer with a spiral staircase at the far end and then doors on your left and right.
I'd assume we just have to follow the sounds of pig.
Yes.
Can
Are we using Tailspire or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess follow the sounds of pig.
All right, go ahead and make perception checks to see if you can hear any pig noises.
Piggo noise.
4.
4.
20.
20. You don't hear any pig noises, but you do hear chanting coming from the upstairs landing. It's a ways off.
Ominous.
It's not like right at the entrance, but you get to figure that if you go upstairs, the chanting is coming from somewhere up there.
We didn't hear any signs of the pig.
No? You don't know if maybe he's not making any noise or if the chanting is drowning it out.
Well, a pig's gonna pig. Let's go find the kitchen.
Well, can't we just follow? Like, I'm pretty sure a pig might have bumped into stuff, right?
If you want to make a survival check, you can.
Yeah. Track a pig. I'm pretty good in survival. Oh, God. I got a 25.
25.
We do know he was on the second floor.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, excuse me. If I cough at all, I apologize. I'll try to get them.
Okay.
I try to mute the mic as fast as I can. So with the 25, you don't see anything on the ground floor. You get the idea that since he was on the second floor, when you turned him into a pig, he was on his balcony. He's probably not been on the first floor because you'd have to descend the stairs. So you get the idea he's most likely on the second floor. And I'll say if you make it up there, we'll keep your 25 survival check to determine if you can track him or not.
Okay.
Unless you want to go to the kitchen.
No, let's run upstairs.
All
'Cause
right.
it clearly didn't come downstairs, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, he was upstairs when you turned him into a pig, and there's no signs of him on the first floor.
Yeah, let's run upstairs.
Hold on, I'm going to cough.
Oh my god.
All right, so you both ascend the spiral staircase to the second floor landing. This floor is not as well lit. It's maybe the first floor is maybe a chandelier and some candelabras, but on the second floor, it's much moodier. It's much muted. It's much more muted, is what I meant to say. The light isn't as good. But you guys are on the second floor, and easily enough, you see coming from your left and leading down a hallway to your right, little hoof prints. Do pigs have hooves?
Yes, they have.
Yeah, they got
Okay,
little
they
trotters.
You see little hoof prints in the carpet leading to the right.
Right, follow.
All right. You begin to head down the right hallway, and it takes maybe 5 minutes of going from door to door and tracking the footprints until you come to a large set of stone doors that are just set at the end of the hallway. There's no light whatsoever near them. It is completely dark, and you see the hoof prints hit the door and end.
What could it be?
Wait, so what's at the end of the hallway?
A large set of stone double doors.
Which way did the pig go? Did he go in the doors?
Went, yeah, the hoof prints lead right up to the entrance.
Is that where the chanting's coming from?
No.
No.
The chanting was coming down, was coming from a different hallway. You were following the hoof prints.
Yeah. Let's kick these doors open.
Give me a strength check.
All right. Oh, wow. 14.
14. And a 3.
Ooh. And a 3.
You both slam into the door with your shoulders, and you feel something pop out of place. And then as you back up, the doors kind of slowly open, allowing you entrance.
I thought you were going to say I dislocated my shoulder.
No, that would be only a natural one would get that. But inside is just pitch black. But the doors do open at your presence.
Hang on, I think I have a light spell.
I have light if we need it. Oh wait, we both have dark vision. We're kobolds.
Oh yeah, we can see in the dark.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the range on that? What's the range on dark vision?
60 feet. For
60
Unless
feet?
mine's 60 feet. I don't know if yours has been influenced because you're a druid or something.
I think ours might be different because we chose different kinds of kobold. 1 second. Druidic features, blah blah blah, racial traits. Nope, it's still 60 feet.
All right. So it is dark, completely dark, but you guys can see in black and white. But you do see that what was that?
It's music, some ambience.
Okay.
Fire.
Let me unmute Tailspire then, because I thought you said it wasn't working anymore.
Oh no, they got it to work again.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't have to use what I was using. But it is dark, and as you peer into it, it goes to 60 feet, and then the room continues on. And what you can see in the black and white is you see completely stone. No hardwood floors, no rugs. This really rough and hewn rock that just stretches out before you into a wide hallway. And it goes well beyond your 60-foot dark vision.
I'm going to cast dancing lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your lights flood into the room and begin to illuminate. You see along the left wall is a mural. Very similar to the one you saw in that chamber beneath the old woman's house. Except this one's a little different.
This is all on the second floor?
Oddly enough, yes.
I forgot I had to locate animals or plants.
Give me an intelligence check real quick.
Okay. 18.
18. This shouldn't be here. By all logic of how the house is constructed, this should not be here.
We're in a pocket dimension? Or an interdimensional space?
You can assume as much. You can't be sure without the proper spells, but knowing what you know as a wizard, You can lean heavily on that might be the case.
This room is like a bag of holding. It's bigger on the inside.
Yes, because it should,
Weird.
just looking at it and seeing the outside of his house earlier, it doesn't match up. But it is completely made of hewn stone. And like I said, the mural on the wall depicts something similar to what you saw in that chamber below the old woman's house, except this one is a little different. It shows the same thing of the gods imprisoning, except the mural changes about halfway through. What is going on with my camera? Sorry. It keeps blinking at me. It changes about halfway through. You'd have to enter the room to see more of it, but just a little bit you saw, it is different.
Want to keep going?
Well,
Or do
our
you wanna
other
handle
option.
Yeah.
Yeah, our other option is checking out the chanting.
We should try. Maybe we should do the chanting first and then come back this way.
Well, we only have an hour before the pig spell wears off.
Okay. Well, how long do you think it'll take us to handle people that are chanting?
Fair point.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm checking out a spell to see if I can block off this door.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Nope, this spell is concentration and only lasts for 10 minutes, so never mind.
I might have arcane lock. Hold on. Do I have arcane lock? I have alarm. I do not have arcane lock. Okay. I thought I did. Maybe it's in my spell book. I just don't have it prepared. Yeah, but let's go take care of the chanting first.
Yeah.
All right. You would like to... Ooh, my mouse just freaked out on me. Okay. So you said you're going to arcane lock the door?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it. Okay. So the door, as you both move away from the doors, they do suddenly shut behind you. As not going inside, obviously, but as you move away from them, they shut again.
Oh, they're automagical.
Yes.
Automagically.
Yeah. All right, let's go towards the chanting.
All right.
Wands at the ready.
As you both turn back and go the other direction, you eventually start to hear the chanting once again. This time, as you approach the crossroads, where it diverted into a right hallway, a left hallway, and a straight hallway, the chanting is coming down from the straight-on hallway.
Okay. Let's go that way.
So, you both begin to go down it. This hallway has a lot of windows, and you can see the moon outside, and clouds are starting to gather. It's still fairly late in the evening, maybe midnight at this point. No, not midnight. It was like you arrived at sunset, so it's not that late. It's only like 10.
Yeah.
But you guys begin to begin to walk down the hallway. There are paintings on either side depicting epic battles, some depicting, lush gardens, and then as you get closer and closer to the chanting, the pictures start to change into this kind of disturbing, almost surreal artwork of just people being tortured and horrible abominations crawling out of the ground. But eventually you reach the end and you see a propped open door, and you can hear the chanting quite loudly now coming from beyond the door, and you see a bit of flickering light.
Can I look under the door?
Give me a perception check. There's a gap wide enough that you could peep under the door.
11.
With your dark vision, even with an 11, they're not trying to be stealthy. You peek under the door and you see 5 hooded figures surrounding what looks like a sigil on the ground. And they are all slowly rocking back and forth as the sigil grows in intensity.
Okay, brother, hear me out. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the sigil.
And
then
then
we
I'll
bust-
cast Wither and Bloom underneath the door.
That's right! And then we bust in and we beat the shit out of all of them. Like beat cops.
This is a great plan.
This is a great plan. Oh my! Like we're holding each other's hands, giddy, like. All right, I'm going to cast. So I can see the sigil, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic at 7th level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easily enough, you cast it, and you watch as they throw their arms up, and the sigil vanishes, and you see them all kind of like stop, and like, what just happened?
And then I stick my wand underneath the door and cast Wither and Bloom.
Okay, what does that do again?
It's a
Here
bomb.
it comes.
Yeah. Wow.
It basically makes a 10-foot area of effect on anywhere I can see within
Okay.
range, which is 60 feet, and I can see under the doorway. And it does it does 2d6 necrotic damage on anyone caught inside the circle.
Okay, well, they would all be caught.
And that was 9. And
Okay,
it was 9 damage.
do they make a save, or is it automatic damage?
I think they make a save.
Yeah, they got to do a Constitution save.
What level did you cast it at?
I didn't cast it very high, just 3rd level.
Okay, because I was saying
I don't have a lot of
damage.
I don't have a lot of high-level spell slots yet, and I want to save that for the big bad.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
get you.
Well, they all fail, and you said they take 9 damage?
Yes.
That's
If we were inside the circle, we also would have been healed 9 damage.
You
Yeah.
watch. Describe how the spell goes off. Describe what it does.
Well, sort of how when Snap casts it, it sort of makes flowers burst, sort of magical flowers just burst out of the ground, bloom, and then immediately wilt.
All right, you you cast it, and at first they all stop and like look down at their hands like something's not right, and then all of a sudden they all get this explosion of flowers which knocks all of them to the ground, and they all seem to be.
Midsommar!
What did you say?
You know the movie Midsommar, the
Oh,
weird
Midsommar.
cult film with all the flowers. Midsommar.
Well, they only all had 9 HP even, and they all failed. So you watch as they all collapse to the ground, unconscious or dead, your choice.
Oh,
God.
Because they all had low HP. That, I'll be honest, that Dispel Magic stopped what they were trying to do. So.
Fuck yeah.
I'll say they're unconscious because I don't really want to kill them
Okay.
because
Well,
they'd be more useful to us answering questions.
That's right.
they're all unconscious on the ground as flowers begin to grow around them and then slowly wilt away.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the room is now silent. There's no more chanting.
How much would I bet this door is trapped?
I can just cast plant growth on them, and we could tie them up with the plants.
We could. Well, how long does plant growth last?
It does not say, so I assume that means it's forever.
I don't think that's okay.
Here, let's look it up.
Yeah,
It
well, I
says
think
the duration is instantaneous. That's all it says.
it's instantaneous to cast.
No, it says underneath duration, the ellipses, instantaneous.
Yeah, that means it's casting time.
If you cast the spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through that area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. If you
From
cast
what I'm
the spell for over 8 hours, it enriches the land, and to the point where it's... Yeah, according to this, it just says it makes the plants bigger.
But there's no plants there.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, I guess it does just last forever.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. From what I'm reading online,
Well, for as
people
long as that plant would
Yeah.
stay
Yeah,
alive.
yeah. You just make the plant more gangly and like just hard to get through, like a bramble or something.
Yeah.
But there's no
Eh,
plants
oh well.
on them.
We could probably use their robes as just makeshift straitjackets.
We could.
They're all unconscious. They're completely helpless.
We tuck their legs into their robes, tie the ends so that their feet are stuck inside the robes, and then we strap their arms around themselves like straitjackets and tie the ends of their sleeves together.
That's a great idea. Let's do that. And put them in compromising positions. Maybe some of them are kissing each other.
Whatever makes you happy. Let's just get this done. We've probably got less than 40 minutes left.
All right. Let's all right. No, I think we have a pretty good. Yeah, maybe about 50 minutes left. I don't think it took us this long to get up here.
50 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, it only took like 5 minutes. It's not like it's not like that big of a trek.
All right, you want to open this door? I'm gonna do an investigation check, see if there's any traps.
Give me an investigation check.
23.
23? The door seems to not be trapped.
Okay. I'm gonna open it.
You open it, and you're greeted with this awful stench of decayed plants, but also this weird kind of sickening sulfur smell. Yes, that's the word.
Ew.
And you see
and dead plants.
It does not smell good. But you do see that the circle that you dispelled is gone. The runes are still there, but they're just painted on now. And you see bowls of what look like offerings surrounding it. And the 4, was it 5? My brain's farting. The unconscious people.
Mm-hmm.
I scratch up some of the runes while we work so that they can't just start chanting the spell again.
I'll use prestidigitation because if you set up as paint, I'm just going to remove the paint with prestidigitation.
Easily enough, you wave your hand and it scatters to the wind.
Before I remove it though, could I do like an Arcana check to see what kind of sigil this is?
Give me an Arcana check.
26.
26. What are you trying to determine? The language or just the purpose?
Just the purpose.
The purpose? It seems to be a summoning circle.
Can I determine from where?
With a 26, you can determine it's from the abyss.
Demons.
They were probably trying to do something with the maw again. That
probably.
Summon more of those big Goliath mouth things.
Sounds about right. Yeah, I'll just prestidigitate it away.
Easily enough, the paint scatters to the wind.
Okay, now what do you want us to roll to make these makeshift, prison straitjackets?
Well, it's easy to make, but this will determine how long it takes. Give me a dexterity check.
Just straight dexterity.
Straight dexterity. Straight dexterity.
You do that, I'm not good.
I got a 14. I've only got a +0, so you might as well roll 2 just to see if you do better.
I have a -1.
Well, you could get a 19.
I got a 12.
A 12. I'll say between the both of you, it takes you maybe 10 minutes to... The first guy was a pain. He's unconscious, but he's still moving a little, and he's a big guy. So with the two of you being so tiny, it is hard to get. I'll say the other ones go by smoothly. It takes maybe 10 minutes. But after 10 minutes, they are all bound and tied together. Well, not tied together.
Tied together.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out of my bag of holding Bill Mays, our mop that we can fly on.
Okay.
And I'm going to get on it, and I'm going to get my brother on it, and we're going to fly back to the other door as fast as possible.
Easily enough. You zoom out of the room, down the hallway.
It has a flying speed of 50 feet.
Yes.
So it's way quicker than this.
And as you're zooming down the hallway with the windows, you see it has started to rain outside.
Goodness.
And you hear the low rumble of thunder, and every now and then the flash of lightning illuminates the hallway.
We're in the desert, aren't we?
No, you're on the coast.
No, we're on a beach.
Okay.
It's a coastal town.
Oh, okay. So this is normal, right?
This is normal. This is, it comes and goes.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
But you zoom back into the main hallway, make that hard right turn. Oh, this will be your left turn, and head down towards the stone doors. Yeah. It takes you 30 seconds. You hit the door, and once again, slowly opens to the dark hallway.
All right. Let's zoom in on the broom.
Okay.
My thought process is if there's any traps in here, they won't get set off because we won't be touching the ground, and we'll fly low to the ground so that if there's like traps for like normal sized people, because we're kobolds, we won't set them off either.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I have one more wild shape.
All right.
In case of emergencies.
You enter the dark hallway. And it is, as you enter, the temperature changes. It goes from a nice, warm, kind of temperate climate to ice cold immediately. You can start to see your breath as you exhale. And as
Cold in here.
are you going slowly, or are you just zooming as fast as you can?
Let's go as. You want to go as fast as we can, brother?
I'm not sure. We could zoom right past him. He is a little pig now.
Yeah. Well, I'll put up dancing lights. I mean, we're going to be able to see him. It's not like we're going like Mach 7. We're just going like 50 feet, you know. Essentially,
Sure.
we're almost like we're going just below a dash every turn.
You're the one driving.
Yeah, all right. I kick it into gear and floor it.
So you're just zooming?
Maze here. Yeah, zoom in with dancing lights, kind of spinning around us like turtle shells in Mario Kart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Mario Kart Double Dash.
That's right. It is. That's right.
You begin to just zoom down the hallway. You can't make out the murals at this speed. And you just go for 100 feet, 200 feet. It just keeps going. And at first you're like, is it even changing? And you realize you are moving, but something is off.
Because I assume turning around, we can't see the door anymore.
The door's shut behind you, so you can't see it. To you, it looks like a flat stone wall. But as you get farther and farther away from it, it does appear to be moving away from you. So you are making progress, but you can't tell if
the mural.
The mural continues on. And after a certain point, you notice that the mural stops. And as you look at it, you can see it's slowly being etched in as you progress down, as if it's still being written.
How did this pig know to come here? He should have, only had the intelligence of a pig.
How did this pig make this mural?
He probably wasn't a pig when he made it.
Oh, true.
Now you got me. I'm picturing a pig just etching it into the.
Yeah, it's got a little chisel.
I think there are pigs that are taught how to paint.
Yeah, pigs are smarter than dogs, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys continue on, and the hallway just goes and goes, and eventually you hit a point where it begins to expand into a large antechamber. Except it's not made of stone anymore. Now it's made out of marble. And hints of gold and red and rubies. And just this shining large room that's dark to you to a certain extent. You're with 60 feet, you can see partially into the room, but it continues on.
We have the dancing lights too.
Yes, the dancing lights. With those, the chamber is maybe 100 feet across in all directions. In the center is this almost like a glowing throne. And hovering in front of it, you see a small pig trapped in a little sphere. Give me perception checks, both of you.
He's been captured.
Yeah, 5.
21.
Well,
Someone captured that Lechonk.
Yeah.
With a 5, you're distracted by the sudden change in environment. You said you got a 21 snap?
Yeah.
With a 21, you notice there are two figures. There's the pig, and then there's someone sitting in the throne. Just barely visible in the dancing lights. What would you like to do?
I sort of grab the broom around Kona and just sort of make it stop.
All right, you air brake and hover just a little bit. I'd say you stopped. It's 100 feet across, so he's about 50 feet in the center. So
have they noticed us?
Oh yeah, we've got 3 dancing lights hovering around
Yeah.
us.
They aren't reacting to you, but you don't know if that's because they're waiting or if they haven't noticed you.
Can I try rolling another perception to see if I can get a better look at this guy in the throne?
I'll say with a 21, the figure is large. Not like a humanoid shape. Maybe where a human is roughly like, between 5 and 6 feet tall. This is like between 7 and 8 feet tall. Hold on, let me open up my... There we go. Wearing what looks like full plate mail. Long white hair just draped down to their shoulders. You can't really discern their face. It's covered in shadow. Well, no, you have dark vision up to 60 feet. So yeah, even with a 21, you can see that their face has no features. There's no eyes, nose, or mouth.
Oh God.
And they're just sitting there, and as you begin to focus on them more intently, you realize the face is turned in your direction.
I point him out to Kona.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know what that is?
Make an Arcana check.
25.
25. You're not familiar with anything like this, but it does seem otherworldly to the most part.
Yeah, it doesn't have a face.
Doesn't have a face.
I mean, it could be a Warforged that's just very unfaced.
A
You
Warforged
watch-
with hair.
You watch as the pig, as it's beginning to circle around in a little sphere, begins to panic and try and break free. To which the figure raises its hand, and the sphere shrinks a little bit, and the pig stops its frantic squealing. And then you watch as the figure reaches down on the other side of the other side of the throne, and pulls out a large maul. It begins to rise from the throne and begins to turn in your direction. And I need you to both roll initiative.
Oh boy. 14.
15.
All right. It rolled a 20.
Cool.
Let's see. What is it going to do?
I am out of spells above 6.
All right. You watch as it... well, that works. Watch as it waves its hand, and you see a trail of runes following it. And then it clenches its fist, and you watch as emerging from behind it is this large, almost like a worm, just writhing in the air, and it suddenly explodes in this...
Is it casting a spell?
It is casting a spell.
Counterspell.
Counterspell? What level?
Oh, 5th.
5th? It cancels.
Yep. Cool.
Do you get to
Oh,
learn
thank
what the
God.
spell was, or no?
Nope, don't even give a shit. Just like, nope, no, don't like it.
All right, well, that goes that spell.
Counterspell.
Yeah, you...
We ain't dealing with worm shit, all right?
You cast it, and you watch as the figure kind of doesn't have a face, so it can't react. But you watch as it just takes in a deep breath, if it can even breathe, and slowly the darkness in the room begins to fade, and everything begins to illuminate. The lanterns on the wall ignite. The chandelier above it emblazons with flames, and suddenly the room is this bright, vibrant red. But that's the end of its turn. Oh wait, no. Yeah, that's the end of its turn. Up next is Kona.
I'm thinking. Hold on. I need to check something.
Take your time.
I am going to cast... I'm thinking this thing is probably a demon, or possibly... It's either a demon or a devil. So I am going to cast
we can assume it has some sort of connection to the maw.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Psychic Lance at 5th level at it.
All right, what's the save?
That's gonna beat an intelligence save of 18.
Oh, it was almost an 18, but it rolled onto a 4. So it fails.
Oh, fuck yes. So it is going to take 22 points of psychic damage, and it is incapacitated.
For how long?
Psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
All right, good to know.
Yep.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, and then I'm gonna move us directly over the creature with the broomstick,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna be like, "All right, brother, you know what to do."
All right.
1 second. I want to make sure. Can I wild shape as a bonus action?
I think you can.
I think I can with one of my druid features. Let me just double check.
What kind of druid are you again? Oh, you're a Circle of the Moon.
Yes. In combat, I can wild shape as a bonus action, so I can cast this spell first. Let me just make sure it doesn't hurt me as well.
Who cast
I-
Polymorph?
Snap
Me.
did.
Okay, so Polymorph is concentration. That spell you're about to cast, is it concentration?
It shouldn't be.
Because if it is, it might.
Concentration. It is concentration.
So it might kill the guy who's a pig if he turns back into a human inside that tiny ball.
Dang. I was gonna try and set up like an emergency escape route by setting up Wall of Thorns, and then if we end up in a really bad situation, I could teleport us away with transport via plants.
Well, the plant needs to be big enough for both of us.
Well, it's a Wall of Thorns.
Oh no, but transport via plants might not work in this because remember we're in a pocket dimension. Transport via plants you need to do it on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, you're right. Who knows where we'd end up?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna wild shape and then just attack.
All right, go ahead.
Drop on top of him.
Yep, I like just sort of stand up on the broom and T-pose and fall backwards.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my secret cap. I'm always angry.
In midair, you
As I take on the form of an earth elemental.
All right, you
My big
midair.
old rock turtle.
Rock falls. Everyone dies. You turn into the big earth elemental. And are you standing on top of him?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Give me. Is it? I'll say it's a bonus action to wild shape, right?
It's not really an attack. Is there like damage for if like rocks fall on somebody?
It would be fall damage. I
Yeah.
believe.
How high up are we?
I went as high as we could.
So
It's-
that would be like what, 30 feet?
30 feet roughly.
You want to see if you can bring the chandelier down on top of him too?
There's a chandelier?
Yeah, there's a
There's
chandelier above
there's a
him.
chandelier there's a chandelier hanging above him.
I don't know. Can I pull the chandelier down with me?
If you'd like to.
I do so then.
Easily enough, as you grab onto it, the sheer weight of the earth elemental just
Chandelier
the chandelier starts to hang low and then it snaps and you both go tumbling down. And you land on top of him dealing ooh, that's bad. 12 damage.
Let me see. Hold on. I think there's rules for crushing.
I did the falling damage. If you'd like to do crushing, that is something I could do.
Yeah, because you're slamming into somebody.
Well, I would still take fall damage. I don't think the earth
yes.
elemental is immune to fall damage.
Depends. You might be resistant to bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Yes, I am resistant to bludgeoning.
Yeah, so you would half the fall
I would only
damage.
take 6 damage then.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Yes. So okay, if you fall on someone, the person takes the amount of damage that you take if you fall on somebody. The amount of damage that you take is put into the person that you fell on.
Okay. So 12.
Yeah.
Just take 12 damage.
Yeah, he would only take 12, but you are on top of him.
Yeah, you're on top of him. And you'd think he'd be lying prone now, but you're literally sitting on top of his shoulders as he's still standing.
Oh.
That's the end of your turn.
he's-
Oh, yes.
If he's incapacitated,
He is incapacitated.
can't take an action or a reaction. I guess he's just standing there.
So that's the end
You could use your action to punch him with your.
You could punch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I get 2. Yeah, I get 2 attacks.
Roll your attacks.
For action.
Here I go. 25.
That hits, and it does 12 damage.
Yep. Second hit. I hate how it closes the Earth Elemental menu anytime I do something, though. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 will miss, unfortunately.
Damn.
So you connect on his face with the first one, making his head turn. And as you go for the second one, it hits, but on his shoulder and glances off.
I use the rest of my movement to just sort of dive into the stone floor.
Easily enough. It is now his turn, which is being skipped. So Kona, you're up.
Excellent. He goes back to. He goes back to being unconscious or being conscious again, but I'm going to psychic lance him one more time.
Okay.
With
Intelligence.
a lower spell this time. Yeah. It's still an 18 save.
10 total.
So yeah, he's still incapacitated, and he's going to take 27 points of psychic damage. Does it look like the psychic damage is getting through him, like it's hurting him?
It is. And as you note, Snap, you noticed this first. When you clocked him on the head, when you did the damage, his face, this little scar appeared from the top and made it about halfway down. When you hit him with Psychic Lance, the scar grew a little bit more. Dividing
that
his
spell that he has
yes.
pig in. If it's a concentration, because if it is, it would dispel it because he's incapacitated.
It is not concentration.
Okay. Well,
give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 14.
14. You can't tell where the spell is coming from. You don't know if it was him or if it's something else, but you know how concentration works, and you know that he should have lost it, and the fact that it isn't tells you something.
Okay.
But that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Snap, you're up. All right, here comes the slam attacks again. That one misses.
10 will miss. Nineteen will hit.
14 damage.
All right. So you appear out of the earth and uppercut him right in the jaw, and it knocks him back a few feet. And then you go for the second swing and you miss. But you also notice that scar has grown even more. And now it's almost divided his face in half.
Ugh.
But that's the end of your turn?
Yep, as I dive back into the earth to hide from him.
All right. Kona, you're up.
All right. I'm going to psychic lance him one more time.
Okay.
This is my final psychic lance, so.
Well, he rolled a 2.
All right. He's going to take 34 points of psychic damage and is still incapacitated.
All right. You hit him with the lance, and you watch as he like tenses, his whole body tenses up. And you watch as he falls to one knee and hangs his head low. And it almost looks like he's been defeated. But then the room starts to change. And that nice gold with ruby inlays begins to decay. And begins to change from gold to flesh. And the ruby...
Ooh, I get out of the ground before that does something to me.
Yeah.
You watch as the rubies turn into pools of blood. And before you know it, the whole room is transformed. And you watch as it raises its head up, and its head is now split open. And instead of no features, it's just a ring of teeth.
Oh.
Fun.
Like a zipper?
Yes.
Like, it's...
I start praying to that goddess who owes us a favor.
yeah.
Just kidding, it's not my turn, but
No, it is your turn.
It is your turn.
Yeah.
it is?
Yes.
Yeah, I just went.
Oh. Then yeah, can I use my action to like sort of pray to that goddess? Hopefully she hears.
Give me a religion check.
You don't want to punch him?
I mean,
I'll give you the choice. You can attack him or you can pray. It'll be an action.
Kill him. We don't need her help.
Sure.
So you'll hit him?
16.
16 will miss, unfortunately.
Damn.
Shit.
He's
Damn,
wearing,
this thing's got like.
he's
real
wearing
good
full
defense.
plate.
Yeah, he's in full plate armor.
27.
That'll hit. Is that a natural 20?
I think so because the damage is green.
Okay. So the first attack, he dodges it. And the second one, you punch
Oh no,
him.
wait. My plus for the attack is a +8, so no, it was a 19 to hit. +8, making it 27.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just 20.
Okay, good to know. The second hit, you connect on his chest and cave the plate mail, and you watch as the creature recoils and spits out this ichor of blood across the floor. And you watch as the ground slowly sucks it in.
Ew.
It is now
Disgusting.
I
Conan's
was
turn.
swimming in that, I say out loud.
Yeah.
Conan, it is now your turn.
All right. I can't do Psychic Glance again, but I am going to Binding Ice.
Okay, how does that work?
Rhymes Binding Ice. He's got to do a con save. A burst of cold emits from me within a 30-foot cone. You said he was in 30 feet of me.
Yeah, he's in 30
It
feet.
is it's an evocation spell, so I can make a pocket for my brother, so it won't harm him. It's a cone attack. He must do a con save. On a fail, he takes 3d8 cold damage and is hindered by ice formations for 1 minute or until another creature within reach can use its action to break him out of the ice. A creature hindered by the ice's speed is reduced to 0 on a success. Yeah, so he'll be stuck in place.
Okay, he failed. So
Okay.
he takes the damage and is now stuck. So what damage?
He's got to take 20 damage
All right, you
because I have my
lash.
evocation.
You
which
lash
has a
out with the
+5.
cold cone, and it skates across the ground before encompassing him. It goes around your brother perfectly and encases the creature in ice.
Okay. Did it look like it hurt him?
It hurt him.
Okay.
Snap, you're up.
Punch him, brother! Punch him!
I slam my fist into his face.
19 will hit.
He's
8
being
damage.
restrained, so because he is restrained,
Does he have advantage?
or is either grappled. If he can't move, I'm pretty sure he's restrained, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the spell say he's restrained though?
It doesn't say restrained. It just says his movement speed has been reduced to 0.
So if it doesn't specifically say restrained, I think it's just, it's like
Pretty
rough
sure
terrain.
The logic of it, though. I'm pretty sure the logic of it, though, is that his whole body has been frozen solid or just encased in ice. So I think it's up to the DM whether or not he's restrained or not.
Well, let me read the spell. What's it called again?
Rhymes Binding Ice.
That's one of my favorite spells when I'm
Yes.
playing my wild mage.
It's named after it's named after the ice dragon Rhyme. Do you know who Rhyme is?
Not really.
Lee, we're playing in another campaign known as Rhyme of the Frost Maiden.
Oh,
Rhyme is the name of an ice dragon, I believe, who lives in that region.
huh. Interesting.
It says hindered by ice. It does not say encased.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say it's like ice formations is blocking it.
yeah. Like his feet are stuck on the ground,
Yeah.
but he can kind of still do matrix.
He can still dodge if he can. But the first hit hits. So your second attack,
The first one did 8 damage,
I know, I got it.
believe. Here. Oh, that was the net one.
yeah. So the first one you swing and hit him, and you watch as his legs are encased in ice, and he falls back, but then snaps back into place. And then your second hit, you kind of slip on the ice and just whiff over his head. But is there any bonus actions you'd like to do, or is that the end of your turn?
I don't think I get any bonus actions as the Earth Elemental. No, and I personally don't think I have any bonus actions that aren't. Yep, I've got nothing unless I want to undo my wild shape.
Okay. It is now his turn for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
Okay, Kona, give me a
Yeah?
wisdom saving throw.
All right, here we go. I have a +1 to saves, and I also have advantage when maintaining concentration on spells, but I'm not concentrating, so it doesn't matter. All right. Wisdom save. Fuck yeah, 12.
12. So you watch as he like outstretches his hand and the sickly red flame kind of emerges and then lashes out at you. You take 18 radiant damage and you are now blinded.
Cool. I am going to react to him doing this with my telekinetic reprisal.
Okay.
Yes. Which is when you take a damage from a creature within 10 feet. Oh, he's not within 10 feet of me.
No,
Never
he's within
mind.
30, yeah.
No.
All right. Also, he is going to... You watch as he takes his other hand and touches his chest. For the love of... I roll 2 1s. And heals himself 5 points. But
Bitch.
that's the end of his turn. Kona, you're up, but you are blind.
I'm blind. Cool. My brother is a my brother is a
Earth
earth
Elemental.
elemental.
I'm literally only vulnerable to thunder damage.
All right. I am going to cast Fireball straight down. Can I make a pocket for my brother?
You have evocation, so yes.
Yes.
Good, because I'm not resistant to fire damage.
I cannot see him though. It says when I affect other creatures that you can see. I cannot see my brother as I am blind.
Yeah, you're just kind of firing into the dark.
Do you mind if I shoot a fireball, brother? I'm gonna start throwing fireballs, and if you're in the way, it's not my fault.
I mean, I've just gotta pass a save, don't I?
Dexterity. Yes.
Hold on. Can I cast Dispel Magic on my face?
Let me read this.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna cast Fireball down.
All right. Well, I'd like to point out that I haven't rolled above a 5 for any of its saving throws, so it fails.
What's the saving throw I gotta roll again?
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Ugh. 14.
All right. So the DC is 18.
So you fail.
So it's 30 points of fire damage.
First bit of damage I've taken the fight.
And it wasn't from the enemy.
But aren't you resistant to fire damage as an earth elemental?
No.
Oh, well, shit. Oh, shit.
I am, as an earth elemental, I am resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from any non-magical attacks.
Ah, okay.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Kona?
I am just making sure. So yes, the fireball, though it explodes, it does not melt anything.
The ice is still intact.
However, I'm gonna leave this up to DM discretion, being that the room is made of flesh right now. It does say that the fire ignites all flammable objects within the area. So does the skin and flesh catch fire?
I'll say it does.
Cool.
You watch as the room begins to engulf in flames in that small area, and you see the room shudder and shake. And it just begins to rumble slightly.
Okay. All right. Brother, punch him. Just
Snap, you're up.
Not like I have a choice, I yell at you in Primordial.
yeah.
17.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
Motherfucker!
Just barely.
$19 for 12 damage.
That'll hit.
This guy's just really lucky.
Yeah.
I can only hit him once.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, because I'm not going to turn back into a squishy kobold in the middle of a burning room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Snap,
should have taken fire elemental, I say.
Snap, give me a charisma saving throw.
Ooh. 17.
He outstretches his hand, and these tendrils of almost transparent magic wrap around you, and you begin to phase out of existence before you bust free from it, and the magic recoils back, and he kind of like doesn't stagger back, obviously, because he's stuck to the ground, but the toothy maw just looks at you angrily. And he's also going to heal himself 13 points.
I sort of like lift up my 3-fingered turtle hand and give him the best bird I can.
All right. Kona, you're up, and you're no longer blind.
I'm no longer blind. Excellent. I'm going to cast Fireball again, but make a pocket for my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
I flip you the bird as well.
Yeah.
He fails, because I can't roll above a 5.
Fuck yeah. He's gonna take. Hold on. I need to see if I still have something. D6. 8d6. I can still do overchannel.
Okay.
Oh. Yep. That deals damage. You can deal maximum damage with that spell. I'm gonna do overchannel. So it was 8d6 for the level at which I cast it, right? Yes. So what's 8 times 6? 8 times 8 times 6 is 30, 48, but I also add an additional +5 to my attacks for evocation. Yeah, I add my +5 empowered evocation, so he's gonna take 53 fire damage.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You launch the fireball, it hits and just erupts in this flame. The room shudders some more, but as the flames clear, you see its lifeless body laying on the floor, still kind of awkwardly bent over because it's still frozen to the ground.
Just boots sizzling, frozen in ice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You really just went primal embrace on him, didn't you?
I fucking did. Nobody tries to tentacle touch my brother without his consent.
That... You just had to phrase it like that, didn't you?
Well,
All right.
Grab the pig and get down here.
is he dead?
He's dead.
Okay.
I poke him with one of my rock legs.
Yeah.
It's just a sizzling corpse that's just kind of slowly bubbling away.
God.
Okay, how long can I hold this wild shape? Because this was my last one for the day.
You can hold it for an hour for wild shape.
Okay, then yeah, just bring that pig in the Pokeball down,
All right.
and I'll carry him.
Descending.
All right.
Oh, I can stay in this form for 8 hours.
Oh shit.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Really.
So yeah, if Kona would kindly bring him down.
Easily enough.
Well, yeah, I'll bring the little. Well, hold on. Before I touch the orb, what? It's definite. It's clearly not a spell, right?
Give me an Arcana check again. Or religion, your choice.
I'll do Arcana. I'm much better at Arcana.
Okay.
Wow, with a 19.
19. It isn't so much a spell as it is just something holding on to it. And as you look, you notice it is a sphere, but off on one side is this long tendril that extends and connects to the wall.
I'm going to sever
Oh.
it with lightning lance.
You're going to sever
Like
it?
an umbilical cord.
Yeah. I'm
All
going
right,
to sever it with lightning lance.
Wait,
Go
let
on.
me get
Sorry,
in position to
lightning
catch
lure.
this thing.
Yeah, catch the piggy.
Roll
Lightning
damage.
lure, or
It does. You hit it automatically, but roll damage.
3d8, so that is 11 points of lightning damage.
All right, you fire and it hits the tendril. The tendril bows and snaps. The sphere dissipates, and the pig the pig dramatically falls straight down.
Catch the pig!
What should I roll? Athletics? Acrobatics?
It's not that high up, and you're a huge stone elemental, so easy enough. You catch the pig in both hands. Immediately, it's just frantically oinking and squealing, trying to get away from you as much as it can.
It's okay. It's okay, little pig.
I can't cast animal friendship on him.
I'll fly over to the pig. It's okay, piggy. It's okay. It's
All
okay,
right.
pig.
Yeah, can I do an animal handling on him?
Give me an animal handling check.
I got a 21.
21.
I got a natural one.
Okay. The pig leaps from your hands and begins to run away. Kona, do you descend to the ground to catch it?
Yeah.
All right. As you touch the ground.
I'm not touching the ground. I'm just descending,
okay.
just like hovering above it.
Okay. Yeah. You're hovering above it, but you do notice something that your brother hasn't noticed yet, is he is slowly sinking into this flesh.
Brother in Primordial. Brother, you're sinking into the flesh!
Oh, God.
And as you watch, the pig, as it hits the ground, it scampers maybe 5 feet away before it starts to slowly sink into the flesh.
All right, I'm going to scoop down, hang off the pole or the broomstick and just grab onto the pig.
Give me a strength check.
Dang. Ooh, 14.
14. You grab the pig, and with all your might and all the magic you have, you try and fly up, but then a tendril wraps around your hand and begins to pull you down.
Okay, motherfucker. Fuck you. I'm gonna, with my wand, lightning lure and sever the tendril.
Go ahead, make an attack roll, and snap.
It has to do with strength save.
Strength save? All right, let me roll that. Oh, I closed my rolling. No. Okay. It fails. So you watch as the lightning impacts and snaps the tendril, and you kind of like fly up a few feet, but the pig is still restrained on the ground. Snap.
I could try and...
Snap. Yeah. You are slowly sinking. Give me a strength check to see if you can pull yourself free.
Where is the Earth Elemental strength roll? Okay. 7.
7. You get halfway pulled in, and no matter how hard you try, you cannot free yourself. Eventually, your arms are pulled beneath the surface, and slowly
I'm fireball on my brother.
Okay. Roll damage. I will roll dex. Well, it automatically fails because it's just it can't escape the dexterity. This is to determine if you can singe enough 36. Of it away. 36.
If I can just grab the broom, I can undo my wild shape, and he can just pull me out from inside the Earth Elemental's form.
Okay. But the fireball does dissipate, and some of the flesh that was pulling you in does disappear. But
Get over here. Kona, get over here.
As fast as he can, Kona, you zip over, and you watch as the flesh is The flesh is reforming slowly around him.
Grab him! Grab the broom!
I grab the broom and undo my wild shape.
All right,
you pull me up into the air.
You launch straight up about 10 feet in the air. You notice, as you do, tendrils lash out and grab at you. Let's see if they hit. What's your AC, both of you?
17.
It doesn't matter. They rolled a 4 and a 1.
Okay.
So they lash out at you, but you dodge out of the way, and you get as high as you can. And you notice there are tendrils all over the room now, slowly trying to creep towards you. You see the pig.
What about the piggy?
The pig has been completely engulfed by the flesh.
All right.
Oh, he's like gone? There's nothing left of him?
All you see is like a leg sticking out.
All right, I'm going to try and save him. Hold on.
No, wait, swing over to the leg, and I'm going to polymorph him into something smaller.
Okay, I'll swing him over to the leg, and...
I grab the leg and turn him into a mouse. Because I think that's the smallest thing I can transform him
poofs into a mouse, and you scoop it up and launch straight up into the air.
Yep.
Both of you notice the room is completely made of flesh, and the exit that you came in through is gone. You're just in a room of flesh now as tendrils slowly start to climb towards you.
Okay. All right.
Please tell me you have a spell that takes us out of through dimensions.
I don't have any dimension hopping. I'm not a conjurer. I don't have dimension hopping spells. But I do have. I'm going to cast warding wind around us.
Okay, what does that do?
It's a concentration spell. A strong 20-mile-per-hour wind blows around me within a 10-foot radius. I'm making a pocket for my brother because it is an evocation spell.
And since I have the mouse,
centered on me. Yeah, he's within the pocket with you. The spell lasts for the duration, which is for 10 minutes. It deafens me and everyone in the area.
Okay.
Can I cast Wither and Bloom on the area where the door was?
Give me an intelligence check to see if you can remember where the door was. Just a straight intelligence.
It's the area that the chair was facing, right?
I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, can I get advantage?
You have advantage because you did remember that. I'll give you advantage.
15 and 19.
Okay. With a 19, you look in the direction of the altar. Not the altar. I keep calling it an altar. You look in the direction of the throne chair, and it is facing, and you see there is a little divot where it looks like the flesh may have covered over the entrance.
Like a sphincter?
No. No. It's just flesh, okay?
Okay.
I cast Wither and Bloom on that spot at the highest level I can.
All right. What's the damage on that?
27.
27 damage. You watch as a crack kind of forms from the top and snakes its way down to the bottom, and it pops open, and you see the stone hallway, but you see the flesh is starting to close in once again.
Fly, Billy Bass! Fly, Billy Bass!
You launch yourself as fast as you can, and you zip through it just as it closes behind you. And you're back in the stone hallway.
I engage the OxyClean drive.
Don't stop! Don't stop!
Yeah.
Don't stop! As we shoot towards the stone doors.
All right, you launch, and you're just screaming down the hallway as fast as you can go. And as every now and then you turn around and you do see the flesh is slowly chasing you. But you're outpacing it, and eventually you just hit that door again, but it does not open.
Fuck! There are no windows in this hallway, right?
Just a stone hallway.
I'm out of wild shapes, brother.
I'm out of spells. Out of spells.
Wither and Bloom isn't gonna work on a stone door.
No, it's not.
Can I tell if we're back inside the dimension?
Give me an Arcana check.
Wait! I can telekinetically shove it.
You can.
I'm still gonna do that Arcana check just in case.
Yeah, give me the Arcana check, just in case.
Fuck, 7.
7. You don't know. You have no idea.
Too distracted by the creeping wall of flesh.
I can only do it if I take damage.
I punch you in the face.
I can only do it to you if you hurt me.
Damn it.
What would you like to do? You watch as behind you see the flesh is slowly encroaching, covering the murals and just snuffing out light.
I still have the... I'm assuming it didn't take us 10 minutes to get here, right?
No, it only took like
all right, so the warding wind is still around us.
Mm-hmm.
Does the 20-mile-per-hour wind push the doors open?
Second, do I have any plants on me at the moment?
You watch as the doors start to slowly part open, but it's just not enough yet.
I'm just gonna slowly inch towards us, just have the wind just like slowly begin to like force our way out.
All right, you watch as the doors slowly, more and more, they push open. And
we're kobolds. We're tiny.
Yeah, you're tiny, and you got a mouse.
We have a mouse.
I don't have any plants on me anyway, so I couldn't use that teleportation spell if I wanted to. Because if I cast,
also have to be big enough for us to fit through.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but like,
here I have this tomato.
I mean, just like even if I casted that like thorn wall spell, because they're the same level, and I've only got one spell slot in that on that level.
Does the warding wind force the doors open?
It is slowly forcing the doors open, but
can we help if we do some strength checks?
Yes, you each can make one strength check. with advantage because the wind is assisting you.
Natural 20 for
Natural.
21.
Hold on. Let's see what I got. A 12.
I'm being fear-driven.
Yeah. You both push on either side of the door and it's opening. And every now and then you glance over and you see the flesh getting closer and closer. But finally the doors fly open and you tumble out, the wind whipping around you as the doors slam shut behind you.
We can't hear each other screaming.
Yeah, you
because
can't hear
of this
anything.
Though, I just realized.
You're deafened.
I slammed the door shut.
The door shut on their own. You're fine. You are now back in an illuminated hallway. Gauging by the light, it is probably sometime in the early morning.
Can I start
How long
putting
have
things
we
in
been
front of the
gone?
door?
How long have we been gone?
You don't know. It's daylight now.
Can I start putting things in front of the door?
You can if you'd like.
I do so.
Okay. You start to pile up furniture. And you both are haggard and you're tired. And you start to hear footsteps. And coming up the stairs, you see a young woman, maybe in her early 20s, tiefling. No horns that you can see. Long black hair. And she's got a sword drawn. And she's just kind of staring at you both. Kind of shaking, just looking at you both.
Oh my god, lady!
Help us cover this door.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
20.
20.
I'm just so disheveled and like desperate sounding.
Wait, hold on! I'm gonna rhyme binding ice the door shut.
Okay.
Yeah.
With all the furniture in front of it.
That's right!
You blast the ice and it encases it all. And the woman jumps back and she says, "What?" And she starts stumbling through her words. And she's
What?
like,
What? I can't hear you!
yeah, you're both
Wind!
still deaf.
The wind!
You see her mouth moving, but you cannot hear her.
I'll drop the warding wind.
Okay. You start to hear, slowly your hearing comes back to you and she's shouting, Who the hell are you?
We were, who the hell are you?
She goes, my name's Lucy.
Okay.
I'm Snap. This is Kona. We were invited to that party that this guy, I hold up the mouse, invited us to and tried to sacrifice us to the maw. And that we turned him into a pig. We followed him into that hallway, and there was a flesh monster in there. The entire room was made out of flesh. There was a faceless thing. We almost got eaten.
She just
And now
kind
we're
of
here.
She stands there shakily. She goes, "No one's come through that door for years. It's just been sealed in the house."
I'm going home.
We're going home.
She like
We don't have time for this.
as you both begin to walk by, she just stares at you with the sword out, completely in shock.
We're leaving, ma'am. We did not mean to be a bother. This house is haunted and cursed, and we're going to leave. Where's the nearest window?
There's a window immediately to your right.
Exactly. Firebolt and
You blow the window open. She jumps back and then instinctively just throws her sword at you. Let's see if she hits.
We just get back on the broom and fly out the window.
What's your AC, Kona?
10.
10. The sword hits you and grazes your arm, and you take
Bitch.
you take 4 points of
We
damage.
both just flip her off as we fly away.
All right.
Telekinetic shove.
All right. Do you do damage to her or just shoving her?
Yeah, she has to do a strength save.
Okay. What does she have to beat?
An 18.
She fails.
Okay, cool. She's going to take. Hold on. 7 points of force damage and is thrown 10 feet away from me.
Okay. All right. She goes flying backwards and slides across the ground. No, I didn't want that. She hits the ground and like sits up and watches you both zip out the window.
cool. She's not dead.
No, she's not dead. She's a little hardier than that.
Yeah. God, does the city look any different?
You're just gonna climb up and look at the city?
Yeah, just fly with the brooms.
If we can see the museum, we should be fine.
Yeah.
All right, as you begin to climb up and you get a surveying of the city, it looks different. Not by much. It looks like maybe there's new buildings here and there and old buildings are gone. The museum still stands.
Good.
What about our... Wait, hold on. We need to fly to our shop.
Our shop! My plants!
My plans! My research!
All right, you zip down and you see the shop still stands.
Does it look... It doesn't look like it's come under new...
Ownership?
It has the same name, but it does look weathered.
I use our key and open the front door.
Yes.
All right, easily. It's unlocked. It's business hours, so you can enter whenever you like. And you go inside, and you see a dragonborn woman standing behind the counter reading a book. She is a...
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, hold on. Is this the bitch from the museum?
No,
She was a gnome.
She was a
Oh,
gnome.
she was a gnome. Never mind.
It is a white dragonborn female, just sitting there absentmindedly reading a book, dressed in an apron and a worker's smock, and she just...
Yeah, but I yell at her.
She,
Who are you?
You scream at her, and she like fumbles with the book in midair and stops and goes, "Who the hell are you?"
We're the
I
owners
own
of this place.
She's like, "No, my dad owns this place."
Who the fuck is your dad?
So you see her call out. She goes, "Dad!" And a few minutes go by, and you see this old dwarven man descend the stairs. And he looks
Oh my god.
to be in maybe his 200s.
Oh my god.
And you recognize him immediately as a very elderly Sebastian.
Well, hold on. How old was Sebastian before he turned into a dwarf?
Like in his 20s.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we've been gone for so long!
He kind of stops down and goes, "What's all this get?" And he stops and just stares at the both of you before he drops his cane.
And immediately faints.
Yes, he faints.
Well, hold on. If he's in his 200s, it's still very young for a dwarf. They live to like 500 plus years.
Yeah, he's
that
like
is true.
middle-aged.
He's middle-aged.
Yeah.
He's not as old. I thought they only lived to like 200.
Oh no, they live long.
He's in his middle age, but he does faint at the sight of you both.
He probably, knowing him, he probably still has a cane because he probably like broke his leg or some shit.
But he faints.
Who the
God.
fuck sniped my man?
You see the dragonborn girl run over to him and start to like frantically like panic and like I don't know what to do.
We're the original owners of this place. Why
My
do you think
name's
it's
Snap,
named?
but this is Kona.
Yeah.
She's like, she just starts stumbling through her words in shock.
We need to go see our dads immediately.
We'll be back.
We'll be back, bitch.
Don't call her
no,
that.
Fine.
Don't call her that. She's done nothing.
I'm gonna do the whole like I got my eyes on you when we leave.
Also, I'd like to remind you that I am still just like holding the mouse.
Yeah, the
in
mouse
my
is
hands.
squirming and trying to get free.
Don't you fucking move. We'll put you in a jar.
Yeah, but like in character, I'm just gonna let that timer run out because Snap isn't paying attention.
Okay. How long is it? An hour?
Yes.
Okay, you have like maybe 45 minutes. Just
Again, Snap isn't paying attention, so
Okay.
whenever you think it would just be funny, you can turn him back to
Okay.
normal.
You guys immediately jet out the front door and head to the museum. And as you arrive, it looks very much the same. It doesn't look like it's changed. And it even looks like it's having an exhibit today on ancient religions.
Does it still say that it's being run by our dads?
It does not. It says run by Arthur Dragoon. Where's my notes? Yes, Arthur Dragoon.
We run inside.
Yes.
All right, you enter. It's in the middle of the day, so it's got a fair bit of people running around. Children going from exhibit to exhibit, parents, trying to wrangle them.
Oh, and we're still in our like party costume. So
Yeah.
I'm wearing that fancy badger suit, and Kona's in his dragon costume.
Yeah,
Yes.
You both look very out of place, and you see an elderly gnome woman kind of look up from her look up from the front desk, and she's like, "Can I help?" And she just kind of stops.
Do
for a
I
second.
recognize her?
Recognize her immediately.
Where's our fathers, you bitch?
Oh my goodness. Let me find her name again.
Oh my god, you're so old!
Wait, well, hold on. How old was she when
She was young.
we first? Okay, if it's only been 200 years, she'd still be young. She's a gnome.
I
It's
thought-
a very long time.
I don't know their age. I do
All
not know
the
their age.
humans we know are dead.
Yeah.
Our dads should definitely still be around, so what the
Yeah.
fuck?
All right, but she's not as old as. She looks maybe just tired.
Where's our fathers?
She just kind of stares at you and goes, what?
I shake her and just go, answer the question!
After you two vanished, they. Well,
They what? Say it.
they stopped running the museum. They sold it off to the Dragoon family. Valos, he spent all his fortune trying to find you two. He lives in the slums now somewhere.
What about our other dad?
And Jar, no one's seen him in decades. He went off to the mountains.
I go to the slums now. I throw her to the ground. I run.
Yeah, we both just push her off with the chair.
Okay.
Why are we assaulting everybody?
We didn't assault anyone else, just her, because she's a bitch.
Well, we did cause so-and-so to faint.
Sebastian fainted on his own.
Yeah, well. We induced
Well.
that.
Okay. You both head to the slums.
Yes.
You launch yourselves and screaming through the air until you land in the slums. It's pretty much the same as you left it. There's people, begging for coin. It's downtrodden and run down.
Which dad did you say was in the slums?
Valos.
All right, I'm going to grab the nearest person, shake them. Where's Valos? Tell me where we're now.
You shake this old man, and he's like, 10 gold, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
I put my wand against his throat. I will cut your head off.
Make an intimidation check.
He should have to do it with disadvantage since he's in
21.
that costume.
21. I'll say he has advantage because he's in a dragon costume. The guy's like, no. You're looking for Valos?
Yes.
He has a shack near the shore. Keeps to himself. No one goes inside. He comes out at night just babbling to himself.
Valos is the orc.
Yes. What did I say?
Yes. No, sorry. Valos
You
is
didn't
the
say what it
Dragonborn.
was.
Valos is the Dragonborn. Jar is the orc. Okay.
Yeah.
I kick it into high gear. Fly, Billy Mays, fly!
You rocket off to the shoreline. I'll say he gave you instructions enough to tell you where Valos is.
Brother, that mushroom room is probably a mess.
I mean, Sebastian's been taking care of it.
Well, Sebastian is not really mushrooms.
Well, Sebastian may not have been the smartest man, but he was good with plants. He could take care of actual murderous plants without getting killed.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So I'm sure, if anything, the shop is okay.
You know what?
Shut-
We saved him. We turned him into a dwarf, and that's why he's still around.
When you were at the shop, it seemed pretty much the same. It's just maybe, different plants on the windows. But you guys head to the shore of the slums. Give me an investigation check to see how easily you find Valos.
I can't believe our death caused our dads to divorce.
I got a natural one. I got an 11.
What are
11?
we rolling? Investigation?
Investigation.
Yeah.
11.
11. Everybody you come to wants money for information. They're like, oh yeah,
We don't have time to this.
I'll tell you for 5 gold, or
I'll rip your heart out for free.
give me an intimidation check.
We're looking for our dad, you motherfucker.
5.
5. They're like, yeah, sure you will. Look at this guy, and they start to
I
walk
fireball
away.
someone.
Make an attack roll.
Well, don't just murder people.
I'm not
Can I give him
murdering people.
Can I give him disadvantage?
You can, yeah, I'll say
Because
you throw yourself in front, and you're both fighting as he's just launching fire bolts.
It's either 20 or 25.
Either way hits. You impact roll damage.
Oh god. 3d10. 30.
30. The one guy who was like, "Oh, sure you will," you explode his chest, and he just falls down dead. And you watch as the other bums kind of like stop, like, "Oh, right over there, just down the road, can't miss it."
You didn't see anything.
You didn't say anything.
They're like, "Yeah, no," and they start to back up.
A crazy badger kobold with a mouse and a dragon.
Their hands are up. They're like, "Yeah, no, we didn't see nothing," and they both turn and start throwing away. As you approach Valos' slummy house, Snap, you watch as the mouse you are holding suddenly engulfs into this full elven... Wait, he's elven? Hold on. I want to get this right.
Human.
I want to get this right. No, he is elven. That's what my notes say. I could have missaid. But he turns into his normal elegant form and he slams down to the mud. And you see his eyes are just like rolling around. He seems dazed.
Oh yeah, I've probably just been like shaking him around and squeezing him. Oh no.
Oh yeah. He looks around and he's like, "Wow. Oh wow." And he sees you two and he like starts to scramble and he attempts to run away.
Fireball.
No, I grab him by the collar and I'm just like, "No time. We're 200 years in the future, so your best bet is to stick with us, even if you did try to kill us."
Give me a strength check.
19.
All right, you jump up and grab him and yank him down to the ground. You both hit the
And
mud.
say all that things and say those things to him.
You splatter the mud all around, and he's just like, "Fine, fine."
I grab
will
him by the sleeve
comply.
as we walk forward to Valos.
All right, you guys
I have
begin.
my wand against his back.
Okay. As you're walking, you see people like staring and like panicking and running away. You don't see any guards yet, but eventually you
You
do
know what
hit.
happens to an elf when they get lit on fire?
Same thing as everything else.
That's right.
He's like, "Look, I'm complying.
That's right. You are complying because you're the reason why this is happening.
It's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about," with like a smile on his face.
I can turn you into a pig again and
That's
drop
right.
you from the sky so high you end up
That's
as
right.
nothing but a bacon-scented splatter.
Make an intimidation check.
4.
Ugh.
I've got a few too many tears in my eyes.
He's like, I'm complying. I'm complying. And you're both beginning to walk down. And eventually, you do hit a 2-story house with a sign out front that says Valos Emporium. And as you both
poor dad.
and as you both enter, you see this dilapidated interior. There's holes in the wall where rain is flooded. The floor itself is about maybe an inch of standing water.
No.
And as you enter, you hear a bell ring, and you hear from upstairs, you hear, I'll be down in just a minute.
How could a dragon let himself fall into such squalor?
I know. Well, he said he gave up all of his wealth to try to find us.
Yeah, but still, it's so sad.
You watch as eventually descending the stairs, an emerald-skinned dragonborn, kind of dressed in tattered clothes, carrying a book under one arm and glasses resting on his nose. He kind of comes in, and you see he has milky white eyes, and he's got a hunched back, and he kind of just walks in. He goes, "I apologize, but may I ask who's entered?"
Dad?
Dad?
It's us. It's Kono and Snap. We're back.
He just kind of like drops his book, and he just stands there for a moment, and you hear him very quietly say, I won't let the voices win this time.
No, we're not voices. I run and I kick him in the shin.
Make an attack roll. With advantage, because he's blind.
Because he's blind. No! 13.
13?
Wait, hold on. With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
What's this elf's
14.
name again? I forget.
Kiln.
Kiln.
You kill a rooter. You would know that. But you nail him in the shin, and he's like, ah! Just take whatever you want. Don't hurt me.
No, it's me. It's your son.
Give me a persuasion check.
I pull Kiln and Kona and our dad all into a hug.
It's 6.
6. He's like, whoever you are, just buy something or leave. I don't have time for this. And
I can tell you something about us. I'm a green little dragon. I'm a green little kobold.
He's like, you know how many times in my desperation I've heard that? People coming in to take advantage of an old man.
Anastasia.
Remember when you used to take us to the ruins, and I would go with Papa to go and find mushrooms while you and Kona would actually investigate the ruins?
That's right. You remember that?
He kind of like stops.
I summoned Tattle. Remember Tattle? Sorry, Tail. Remember Tail? My little fairy.
You can see the gears in his head turning. He's like,
here, look, I'm gonna turn this guy into a mouse.
Poor choice of words, brother.
What?
You said, here, look. He's blind.
Snap doesn't realize he's blind yet.
Oh.
As you say that, Killen's like, no, there's no need for that.
That's right. Turn him into a mouse. No, turn him into something worse. Turn him into a sloth.
Oh, I think I'm out of polymorphs, actually.
Are you out of polymorphs?
1 second, I'm checking. Yeah, I'm all out of polymorph. I'm like, actually, never mind. I'm all out of polymorph. That's the thing that makes Vastos remember me not being able to keep track of my spell slots.
He's like, you hear Killen's like, no, oh, and then it doesn't happen, and he's like, huh.
I can tell you something right now that no one else would know except your 2 sons. I know that you're secretly an emerald dragon. You were the co-owner of the city museum.
With our bronze dragon, Papa.
Yeah, who is secretly a bronze dragon, even though he looked like an orc.
You two were madly in love.
Madly in love.
You see Killen kind of like trying to step towards the door as he's realizing.
I grab him by the sleeve without even looking at him.
All right. Valos kind of like stops and he closes his eyes. And he just starts crying. And he grabs you both into a hug.
I'm still holding Kiln.
Yeah, Killen is dragged into the hug too.
We gotta go find our dad. We have to go find
Papa.
We gotta go find Jar. We gotta go find him right now. Or else... I grab something off the counter and I throw it at Kiln.
It hits. Make an attack roll.
It just makes the cartoon shattering noises.
Yeah. 22.
22. It hits him on the side of the head and you see blood. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Ah.
Shut up. No one, this is all your fault. You ruined a family.
He's like, I've had enough of this. And he turns and starts to head for the door.
I will cast something worse than polymorph
Lightning
on you.
lure.
Okay, lightning lure on him. Make an attack
He's
roll.
gonna do a strength check.
Oh, strength
I
check.
also cast Thorn Whip on him.
Yeah.
That's just a hit.
Natural
Does a 20
1.
hit?
20 hits and he rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, so he takes 16 points of lightning damage.
You hit him.
He's just going to take 10 piercing damage on
All
top
right.
of that.
So you hit him and he like tenses up as the whip smacks him in the center of the back. He tenses up and then falls unconscious to the side.
Oh, also the lightning lure pulls him 10 feet towards
Okay,
me.
he hits the ground and then just scrapes along the watery floor. Just
As vine whips are just hitting him in the back.
See? Only your sons would do that to a man with his back turned to them.
Poor choice of phrase.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey.
This is the man responsible for this.
He's like,
He's the reason why we were gone for 200 years.
he goes, boys, please. And he gets down to your level. And you can see he may be blind, but he's still got pretty good faculties. He can tell where you are. But he puts a hand on each of your shoulder and he goes, just tell me what happened.
We got invited to that party.
As Kona is explaining, I cast Greater Restoration on Dad's eyes.
Oh, okay.
You have the component for that?
Yeah. It's just diamond dust. We bought that when we
Yeah,
bought
you bought
the,
it already.
Right, we did.
You cast it and you watch as the milky white kind of like fades away in his... What color are his eyes? I want to get this right.
I think they were just green.
Hold on, I have the notes. His eyes are... He's actually blind
In one eye,
one
yes.
eye. Yes. He does not actually have color. I did not note the color of his eyes.
I'll let you make it up if you'd like.
Probably like a jade, like a milky jade.
All right.
Oh, and now he can see out of both eyes.
Yeah, he
all of a
gets-
sudden after going from blind in one eye to blind in both eyes to perfect vision.
He kind of like...
And he just looks at Snap and is just like, why haven't you done that sooner?
He's like holding you both. You can see him like blinking and just surveying, and you see this look on his face like, oh, how I've fallen. And he just looks to the both of you and he says, just tell me what happened.
We can tell you on the way. We should need to go find Dad.
He goes, that won't be easy.
Why do you mean?
He goes, this is what I've become. And he gestures to the store, but your papa,
Yeah.
he took your disappearance a lot harder.
You become a tyrannical dragon?
He became jaded. He began to lash out at people. And sooner or later, before I could do anything, he unfortunately attacked and killed some locals.
That's fine. We don't care about those people.
They drove him out, and I haven't seen him since.
Sending. We need a sending spell. We need a something.
I think we should take a rest. We're both exhausted.
But he's missing. We gotta find him.
Yes, and we can find him better if we rest.
Hold on. Let me check my spell book. I start frantically going through my
Okay.
spell book.
Oh my god. Let's go back to the shop. Sebastian is still running that place.
Yeah, but he probably
I'm sure-
turned our bedrooms into like, I don't know, something stupid.
It'll be better and more comfortable than sleeping here. No offense, Dad.
He laughs and he says, none taken. And he goes, I've fallen quite a ways.
Has the guy on the ground, is he stabilized?
I'll say you weren't trying to kill him, so he's just
Yeah.
out cold.
Let's drag him through the mud.
Okay, easily
Face
enough.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just dragging him back to the shop.
Dad is just sort of walking behind us, sort of like, I've strangely missed this.
Yeah.
You can see he is smiling. He does appear to be happy.
Here,
How did you
Dad,
go
sit on
blind?
our magic broom.
Yeah.
He goes, the blindness, I don't know if it was grief or something else, but it just overtook me one day.
What's it like being able to see out of both eyes now?
He laughs and says, it's very nice, and it's good to see the both of you. When you vanished after the party, we thought the best. Thought the best. Thought the best. No, we thought the worst.
They're in heaven. Do you think we were dead?
We only assumed you two had vanished into thin air. You entered the house.
And we have been gone for 200 years. I'm not sure if you realize this, brother, but we're kobolds and we only live for about 50 years.
No, actually, that's not true. Kobolds in the wild live for 50 years. Kobolds living a domesticated life can live up to 100 and something.
Okay, but do we know that?
I'm assuming so. I mean, our fathers probably would have informed us about our hair. I don't think we're under the impression that we think that we're actually dragons.
Yeah, but I mean, like, according to, like, this world's history, would we know that domestic kobolds can live to be, like, 100?
I don't know.
This is me asking the DM.
You could guess. I'd say you would know this just because of how intelligent you guys are. You would know from research and other things. And I would say easily enough you could study up on kobolds' natural lifespan, so you would know this.
I mean, we'd still be dead.
Yeah.
Because we don't live 200 years, but still.
Okay. And you both head back to the plant shop?
Yeah.
All right. As you enter, you see 2 or 3 guards standing at the door, and you see the Dragonborn just like frantically trying to explain. And you see Sebastian just leaning up against the door, rubbing his temples.
Sebastian,
And
are you okay?
You see an older human man, kind of like with an apron, just kind of sweeping next to them. And as you approach
Are you
Sebastian,
okay, Sebastian?
yeah, Sebastian sees you, goes, "Oh my goodness, I apologize. I did not mean to faint. It's just I never thought I'd
okay.
see you two again."
We
It's
didn't know
fine.
what
We figured it was shock, so we just
Yeah.
went to go find our dad. I point up at the Dragonborn.
He's like, "No, that's fine. And he goes, "Please, I've kept the shop running in your honor."
I grabbed
We
Sebastian
appreciate
and
that so
crying.
much.
You see the guards are kind of like, "Well, if there's nothing else," and they bow and depart.
Wait, did they not notice the guy we're dragging on the ground?
Oh yes, they kind of see that and they're like, what is
He's another one of our time displaced friends. He fainted when he realized we've been gone for 200 years.
Well, no, he's the guy. He was one of the like most
Yeah, but
prestigious
they don't need
people
to
in
know that.
town.
They don't need to know that. It's been 200 years, and they wouldn't
Yeah.
recognize him. So we can say whatever we want.
I guess.
Should I roll deception?
make a deception check.
18.
18? Easily enough for like, we'll leave you to it. This is a little above our pay grade.
Okay, goodbye.
They bow and depart.
Sebastian, what did you do with our bedrooms?
Because I've kept them the same. I haven't changed them.
Everything's probably covered in dust, but we'll recover.
Because yes, please, relax. I've kept the shop running. My husband and my daughter here. We've been keeping it in your honor.
Everyone in
just
this
see-
town is gay.
You just see Snap just sort of like flinch backwards, clutching his heart.
No, I was supposed to marry you.
He goes, this is my husband Yoon, and you see the older human man. He goes, it's very nice to meet the both of you. I've heard the tales of what you put my husband
Horrifying
through.
stories about you.
Yeah. Nightmarish tales.
And he goes, please use the bedrooms, rest up. You both look
I turned
haggard.
to his daughter. I turned to his daughter and I would like to apologize for calling you a bitch earlier. I was in a state of shock and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I would like to personally apologize.
She's like, no, it's fine. It's been explained. I understand.
I'm assuming you're adopted?
She goes, yes, they adopted me.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
so rude to ask. I'd slap Coda in the back of the
Well,
head.
what do you mean? How do you expect a dwarf and a human to make a dragonborn?
Well, yes, it's obvious, but it's so rude to ask. We don't like it when people ask us that.
You're not adopted.
Snap just sort of looks at Dad.
I slowly turn to my father.
He's
Snap
like,
just sort of like side eyes his dad.
Mouth ajar.
he's like, we can discuss this at a later time. Because please, you both look, and
You're
you
a
both
goddamn
are,
wizard.
you're both very beaten up. And he's like, please, just go upstairs, rest for a while. We have plenty of time now.
Okay. Dad, you can stay here with us, right?
Because yes, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. We gotta do something with this elf.
He goes, I will take care of the elf. And
Okay.
your Sebastian's like, yes, I will assist. And they both kind of take him, and they look, and they go to the mushrooms.
I give them a rope.
To the mushroom room.
I give them my rope.
They
Here, use this.
They take it and they tie him pretty tight, and he's still unconscious. He's like drooling with a head wound. And they take him downstairs.
Oh my god, what are we gonna do? I mean, we
Let's-
didn't really have any friends that were here. All of our friends are still alive, right?
The ones that were not human, yes.
I don't think we had any human friends.
Not that,
Um,
I don't think you did either.
The only friend I can really think of is Sebastian. We didn't have
Yeah.
a lot of friends.
He's not really a friend. He's more of like a coworker, or you know.
I thought he was a friend.
Well, I think he's he's a friend, but technically he works for us. So like, there's like it's like I'm best friends with my boss. Like, you know what I mean?
All right. Well,
Now
as
we're
you-
both just crying as we get into bed.
you're both crying as you get into bed, and that is where we'll end it for today.
No, I don't want to keep. I want to keep going. I need to find our dad. We haven't played this in so long. We need to keep going.
I know, but I have to plan that.
No, we can do it now. He just shows up. He's here.
No, that'll be
We
next
get to
time.
level up.
Yes, you do level up.
Yeah, next week we'll do Death Crew, but the week after that we'll do
We'll do
Kobolds.
kobolds, yeah.